Is it true that you show up at the cruise terminal before your arrival time, they will make you stand outside in the sun and heat? Let me say this very clearly. Yes. Yes, do not show up early. Certainly no earlier than 15 minutes beforehand. It's not the old days. They are enforcing the rule. John, for this Odyssey of the Seas cruise, I got a text message and 2 emails telling us do not show up before your check-in time. They will not allow you to do it, and you have to wait outside. Just show up at your check-in time. That's it, bottom line. So it's a very easy thing to do. If you're flying in, go have lunch somewhere. You can drop off your luggage if you'd like to. That's okay. But you can drop off your luggage, then go somewhere else. Go have lunch. Go to the beach. Go see a movie. Shouldn't have to burn too much time over there. We have a 3-pack of Binax Now at-home COVID test to be used by both you and your spouse if they're purchased only under one name. No, that's fine. It's okay. You purchase them. You can share them with your spouse. You just have to create a different account for each of you, Beachy Mama. So you'll create one. Your spouse will have the other one. And it doesn't matter. They don't care who bought the test. That doesn't matter. So, is Izumi all you can eat? So there are 2 Izumi locations. One is Izumi Sushi, and Izumi Sushi is priced a la carte, meaning you pay for what you order. If you order a roll, you pay for the roll. You pay for 8. You order 8 rolls, you pay for 8 rolls. So that's not all inclusive. It's not a covered charge. Then there's Izumi Teppanyaki, which is the hibachi style dining, and that is essentially all you can eat. I mean, you really could, I suppose. I think more than enough food there, if that makes sense. But that is a straight up covered charge. Does Royal Caribbean usually have any Easter services on board? Generally speaking, there's at least something going on. I'm not sure it'll be sometimes it's self-led. Sometimes it is led by a pastor or, some sort of a clergy member. It depends on who they can get. So there's no guarantees, but there will at least be an opportunity for you to do something on board, generally speaking. Going on a cruise in April out of Cape Canaveral, flying in the night before sailing, where would you recommend we stay for the night? So you're probably flying out of Orlando. I would say look at hotels in both Cape Canaveral, the Cocoa Beach area, and Orlando. Sometimes it's a lot cheaper to stay in Orlando, and it's only a 45-minute drive over there. Right? So I'm staying at the Country Inn and Suites in Cocoa Beach next week, and I've never stayed there before, but I've heard very good things about it. So that's a good recommendation there. And in Orlando, you have a ton of hotels and usually better deals out there. So when do I think unvaccinated will be able to go on a cruise? Not for a couple of years. I really don't think that this vaccine mandate is going to go away. Certainly before 2023. I don't know a lot. I'm not an epidemiologist. I'm not a public health expert, blah, 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 blah. But I just don't think that basically COVID has to become truly in our back rearview mirror, and it's not the dominant thing anymore. Call me crazy. And listen, a year from now, someone can bring this back up and I would be dead wrong on this. But I don't think you'll be able to go on a cruise if you're over the age of 12 and not vaccinated. So my advice to you is get vaccinated in general. I think it's a good idea to begin with. But more importantly, if you're looking to go on a cruise and you're unvaccinated, you may be waiting a little bit longer for that. And I base these comments, by the way, I should clarify, I'm basing these comments on comments made by Royal Caribbean executives over the weekend, in which they basically said, listen, we took a lot of time and effort to get back to where we are now. We're finally back, restarted. Royal Caribbean, is not going to jeopardize that by just getting rid of all the rules and protocols that worked, that got us here in a safe manner. That's the bottom line. How do you operate your business in a way in which you can ensure that it is going to continue to operate tomorrow, next week, next month, next year? That's what it comes down to. So I just wanted to explain that so it's a little clear that, there's my opinion, there's a little bit of Matt's opinion in there, but I also feel like I'm backing this up a little bit with some of the things I heard over the weekend from people like Michael Bailey, Richard Fain, and others. So just putting that out there. Again, I could be dead wrong on it, but I don't think I am. What can you do after midnight? I'm a late night owl. So there'll be bars open. The casino bar is always the last bastion of hope for late night owls. It's open till really late, 2 a.m. or later. So always the casino bar is your last best hope for a shot of tequila. Can you get your COVID test at the port before you board? I'm traveling a few days before I sail on Freedom of the Seas in December. Royal Caribbean does offer you the option to get a COVID test at the terminal. It's a last resort option. They describe it as not your primary thing, but a backup option. First of all, it's very expensive. It's like $90, I think, per person. So get a test. Number one, get the at-home test, Virginia. You can take it from anywhere. You can do it in a hotel. You can do it in your car. You can do it anywhere you have an internet connection, cell phone connection. It's very good. I would recommend doing that. That'd be my approach to it, quite frankly, Virginia, is to get the at-home test. But there is testing at the terminal, but it'll take you longer. It'll cost you more. So the at-home test, and try maybe making an appointment near the port at like a CVS or a Walgreens. They allow reservations in advance. I read your blog today about some changes that might be coming. Are they going to make the messaging chat between the feature free instead of $1.99? That's what it sounds like, Kat. Remember, these are really off-the-cuff comments from Michael Bailey. I would assume, my understanding was it sounded like they were going to change that. That did not come from a press release. It didn't come from a communication. It was just like Michael Bailey talking to travel agents. I have no reason not to take Michael at his word, but it's like step one of many. But it sounded like that was indeed what's going to happen, and I would love that change. We had a question here a couple weeks ago. Someone asked me, Matt, what would you do if you were CEO for the day? And I would get rid of the $1.99 per day chat feature. That is just, I understand revenue, blah, blah, blah. That's a dumb feature. It's just, it makes no sense to charge for chat. Literally nobody will be using it if you're charging for chat. I think the much better approach is to make it free. It helps with chat, with the app adoption, and it's just a better overall experience. And a lot of other cruise lines include the chat for free, so Royal Caribbean should as well. Guys, have a great rest of your week, everybody. Tomorrow we have a brand new YouTube video coming out for you not to worry. We're not slacking on that. I got some more stuff for you over on our YouTube channel, so check that out. Guys, have a great rest of your week. Relax. I forgot my shtick. Have a great week, everybody. Stay safe out there. Do something fun, and we'll talk again very soon right here on YouTube. Good night, everybody.